When your soul doesn't want you to be with someone, 7 things begin to appear in your life. Don't ignore them, because the soul doesn't speak with words, but through intuition and the heart. It communicates through resonance, through decisions that sometimes seem spontaneous or even illogical, because they don't come from the mind, but from feeling. That's the key. The language of the soul is feeling, not thinking. Sometimes it wakes you up in the middle of the night. You open your eyes without knowing why, and feel deep inside that your soul has awakened you to protect you from bad energy, a disturbing dream, or an invisible force that could disrupt your inner peace. When the soul is awake and recognizes someone who could harm you, it tries to warn you. It doesn't do this with words, but through signs, situations, or even physical symptoms that you should never ignore. These signs are messages urging you to pay attention. If you recognize and take them seriously, you can avoid a lot of pain, disappointments, betrayal, emotional manipulation, or even the loss of energy and joy in life. That's why it's so important to understand and trust the subtle signals of the soul. The soul uses many ways to warn us. The first of these is the body. When your soul senses that someone doesn't carry good energy for you, it sends a clear signal through your physical state. You might feel tension in your shoulders, a knot in your stomach, sudden nervousness, or a heavy feeling throughout your body. Sometimes fatigue appears without reason, headaches, inner restlessness, or an unexplained unease. These symptoms are no coincidences. They are the language of your body, responding to the voice of your soul. The crucial thing is to honor the first impulse. That quiet feeling you have when you meet someone and your inner voice says, "Be careful," is almost always right. But just a moment later, the mind steps in. It wants to analyze, explain, rationalize. And that's when we start ignoring our intuition. We give chances to people who don't deserve them, or open up to those who only seem kind, even though our inner voice has already warned us. When you learn to pay attention to these subtle messages, to what your heart whispers before your head interferes, you'll realize that your soul never deceives you. It guides you toward the right people and keeps you away from those who would weaken you. Every physical or emotional reaction is your soul's compass, leading you when you are quiet enough to listen. It is of utmost importance to take all these signs seriously, because they are the silent language of your soul, which wants to protect you. Just as you can feel when someone is truly good for you, you can also sense when something isn't right. In the presence of someone who vibrates in harmony with your energy, you feel light, free, peaceful, full of strength and joy. You breathe more deeply, your body relaxes, your mind becomes clearer. That is the natural state of being, the state in which the soul rests. First sign: the body sends warning signals. Our body is the most sensitive instrument of our soul. When something or someone is not in harmony with us, the body reacts immediately, with tension, heaviness, pressure in the stomach, or a sudden feeling of fatigue. These signals are not random. They are messages urging us to pause. Second sign: your energy changes. You may have experienced this. You feel full of strength, but after spending some time with a certain person, that energy leaves you. An unexplainable heaviness spreads. Conversations that seem shallow drain you. These people are not necessarily bad, but their energy doesn't match yours. Your vibrations are in conflict, and the soul senses it instantly. Third sign: nothing works when you try to meet this person. Plans fail, misunderstandings pile up, and something always happens that prevents the meeting. Life itself blocks the way, a quiet sign that this connection is not part of your higher path. But we often ignore these warnings because the mind is louder than the soul. We cling to desires, illusions, or the need not to be alone. Fourth sign: you no longer feel like yourself. One of the clearest warnings of the soul appears when you realize you have to pretend. When you lose yourself just to fit into a relationship, that's not a sign of love. It's a sign of alienation. True love helps you grow. But if you feel like you're shrinking, like you have to suppress your opinions, your voice, or your joy, then that's your soul's call to free yourself. Fifth sign: the relationship pulls you away from your dreams. As soon as you abandon your passion, projects, or visions to please someone else, you move away from your own truth. People who truly love you will support your goals. They will cheer you on and inspire you. But anyone who tries to control or diminish you is not in harmony with your soul. Sixth sign: new people and opportunities appear in your life. When new encounters and opportunities suddenly appear, it's no coincidence. Your soul is opening new paths to guide you back to your true life direction. These changes are gentle signposts, indication that you should let go of something old and make room for something new. The mind may resist, but the heart knows where you belong. Seventh sign: your inner peace disappears. The surest sign that a connection isn't right is the loss of your inner peace. You feel empty, confused, emotionally exhausted. Your thoughts keep circling, and you can no longer find stillness. But once you decide to let go, everything starts to realign. Suddenly, lightness returns. Things fall into place naturally, and you feel like yourself again. These 7 signs are not warnings born of fear, but invitations to awaken. They remind you to listen to your heart, to the quiet voice that never lies. When you learn to honor yourself, protect your energy, and live in harmony with who you are, you will naturally attract the people who truly belong in your life. Because everything that is genuine arises from inner balance, from the place where your soul finds peace. I wanted to share this message with you from the bottom of my heart today, because it rests on a truth many have forgotten. Your energy is your most precious resource. It determines how you think, feel, love, and act. When you lose your energy, you gradually lose yourself. But when you learn to protect, strengthen, and direct it, a new chapter of your life begins, one in which you clearly see who you truly are and what fulfills you. Throughout life, we encounter many people. Some give us light, others take it away. Some encounters are like rays of sunshine. They warm us, help us blossom, and bring us peace. Others, however, are like shadows that confuse us, drain us, or make us feel as if we constantly need to be on guard. When you feel empty, tired, or nervous after a conversation or meeting, it's not a coincidence. It's a sign. Your body and your soul are sending signals, urging you to set boundaries and protect yourself. Energy is not just something invisible. It is the essence of your being. Every thought, every emotion, and every action carries a vibration. When you are in an environment that is negative or unbalanced, your entire system reacts. Your heart beats faster, your breathing changes, and your inner balance begins to falter. This is not a spiritual abstraction. It is pure human perception. Your body is the finest instrument of your soul. It reacts immediately to any dissonance. Many people try to ignore such signals. They convince themselves that everything is fine, even though deep down they feel that something isn't right. But the soul never lies. It speaks through sensations, intuition, and inner knowing. When you learn to trust that quiet voice, you will never lose your way again. Self-protection doesn't mean closing yourself off. It means consciously choosing which energies you connect with. It is the ability to give love without losing yourself in the process. It is the art of remaining inwardly calm in a noisy world. This inner peace is the greatest sign of spiritual maturity. It shows that you know yourself and that you no longer give away your energy carelessly. When you cleanse yourself regularly, internally and energetically, you will begin to feel your life change. Situations that once felt heavy and chaotic lose their power over you. You attract people who share your vibration and naturally distance yourself from those who don't, without any struggle. This natural order arises when you live in harmony with your soul. Never forget, you are not a victim of external circumstances. You are the creator of your energetic reality. Your thoughts shape your world, and your attention determines where your energy flows. When you direct it toward what is beautiful, true, and peaceful, you begin to nourish your inner light. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for taking the time to reflect on this topic. Perhaps as you read or listen to these words, you feel something within you resonate. That is the voice of your soul reminding you of your own strength. Hold on to that feeling, nurture it, and always remember, your energy is sacred. I wish you a day filled with clarity, peace, and light. May your soul guide you. May your heart remain calm, and may your energy always serve your protection and your well-being. My soul greets your soul in love, awareness, and truth.